people would see me and be like, oh, that's the singy vloggy girl. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Months and months and months. It has been such an incredible experience, and I could not recommend doing YouTube enough. I've absolutely loved the community that YouTube has provided me with, and it was really cool because I feel like people started to see me for who I was rather than just me trying to fit in. Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Brie and I'm so happy that you're here. I'm really excited for today's video. I was actually inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Lauren Norris. Funny enough, we're actually in the same Bama sorority. She graduated last year, now she lives in New York City, but she's been my biggest inspiration since before I even knew I wanted to go to Alabama. And so I take a lot of inspiration from her, and she's doing a series right now talking about her experience with YouTube and like tips to get started. So I thought I would just share my personal story because I know that this time 3 years ago, I had no idea how to start YouTube, and I feel like it can be really helpful to you guys if one of you are trying to start a YouTube career, especially coming from someone like me who is still figuring it out, rather than hearing it from someone who is like super successful, someone who's still trying to figure it out. I feel like that can be really helpful to you guys. I thought it'd be really fun to share my story, and so I have some notes I'm gonna share with you guys, and hopefully this video helps you. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So I had been wanting to start YouTube for the longest time. I actually have videos of me from when I was like 10 and 11 years old, like filming YouTube videos in my room. I had no idea how to edit. I had no idea how to make a YouTube account. I literally knew nothing. I just always knew I wanted to do it, and I looked up to people that did YouTube so much. I would say when I was about 15, I was really like interested in starting it, and the only reason I didn't was because I was in high school and I was going through a period of time where I really cared about what other people thought about me, and I got to this point where I was quiet. I didn't put myself out there. I only talked about boys and sports because that's what everybody else talked about. So I was scared to start a YouTube channel because I thought people were gonna make fun of it. So senior year was the time that I decided, you know what, I don't care. I was going back to school for the first time since COVID after being homeschooled, and I thought it was my time to go back to school and be myself 100% and not care what people thought. And that was literally the best decision of my life because I got really close with this one girl, Juliana. I love you so much. And we became best friends. And I honestly didn't have that many friends senior year, but I didn't really care because I would much rather be best friends with one person than be fake and have a bunch of friends who didn't really know me. And it was really cool because I feel like people started to see me for who I was as like a person rather than just me trying to fit in. So I feel like this is a really good lesson to you if you're struggling to fit in. Eventually just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna 100% be myself and I don't care what people think. So I started to do that. I started my YouTube channel senior year because I wanted to document the college process and everything that went along with that. So I started with a very simple little vlog. I was getting headshots done for college. I initially wanted to go to college for musical theater, so I filmed just a little 10-minute vlog about me getting ready for my headshots and taking the headshots, and I posted it, and I was really excited about it because it was my first little YouTube video, and I was definitely a little bit nervous to see, you know, how it would go, but I fell in love with doing that, and then I just started doing little vlogs here and there. So I would just vlog about anything and everything. I did a vlog about me applying to colleges, me going to visit colleges. I would do little days in my life. Things with senior year, I would literally just show anything that was happening in my life. I would show it, and sometimes they were super interesting and sometimes they weren't, but I just really wanted to get content out there, and I loved vlogging. It was so like fun and therapeutic to me. I loved editing, and so I kept doing it. My first video that did really well was my move into college vlog and then my sorority rush vlog, and that was when my videos started to get a little bit more engagement. Got really excited that, you know, my videos were doing somewhat well. I kept vlogging freshman year of college, but it definitely was a little bit hard. I definitely fell out of vlogging all the time because you just get really busy with life and there's just so many things going on freshman year. Definitely posted less than I wanted to, but I still kept doing it, and it was really cool actually because everyone kind of knew me as like the little vlogger. Like, oh my god, can I be in a vlog? People would see me and be like, oh, that's the singy vloggy girl, and I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's perfect. I love that description of me. I got more serious about my YouTube channel at Christmas time because I got this really nice camera that I've been asking for, the Canon G7X Mark II. And after that, I was really excited about doing YouTube, and I just got really excited and a little bit more serious about it. I definitely don't think you need an amazing camera to vlog, but it definitely helps because your video quality just looks so much better. You can vlog in lighting that's not as ideal, whereas if you're on an iPhone, you really need good lighting for the video to look good or come out well at all. It helps with storage. And I feel like it just helps your videos do better if you're vlogging on a really nice camera, because you can just tell the quality difference. But if you're just starting out, I would definitely recommend just use your iPhone. You really don't need a fancy camera. Make sure that it's something you are really wanting and that YouTube is really something that you're excited about, because it is really expensive. So I definitely say, like, try out YouTube, just use your phone, see if you like it, and then maybe you can ask for it for a holiday, or it can be something you work towards, because I would definitely recommend, if you're gonna get a camera, get a nice one. So rather than, you know, spending $200 on like an okay camera, wait till you can spend like $500 or $600 on a super nice camera. This is when monetization comes in. So something about YouTube is you have to hit 1,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch hours to be able to monetize at all. I hit 1,000 subscribers early last year. That was not a problem. The watch hours take so long to get. You're gonna be at 9,500 hours for an eternity. Months and months and months of waiting to get to the 10,000 watch hours before I could monetize. Finally, I wanna say I hit the 10,000 watch hours in March, and I was really excited about that, but that doesn't mean that you're getting money right then and there. After you hit the 1,000 subscribers and the 10,000 watch hours, you're finally eligible to make money from YouTube. But in order to get any form of paycheck from YouTube, you have to hit $100 in a month. So what that means is people watch your videos, they watch ads, and depending on your watch hours and your engagement, it all figures together and they put together how much money you're earning. And it updates in the YouTube app, but it also updates on this thing called AdSense, which is what YouTube uses to pay creators. And I will not lie, it took me from March to, I want to say, August to finally hit the $100. And my first paycheck ended up being more than that, because one of my videos during my second year of Rush did really well, but it will take you months to get your first paycheck. And even after that, you're gonna have months where you don't hit the $100 mark, especially if you're a new creator like me. Like, I've had months where I've done really well and other months where you haven't done really well. And YouTube will only pay you if you hit the $100 mark each month. So I would definitely say that doing YouTube is not like gonna be a consistent form of income, especially if you're just starting out. And for me, I'm a full-time student. I don't have the time to devote like hours and hours upon end each and every day to YouTube. So I've always known that this would just be kind of something on the side. I would love to one day be able to do this full time. I think that that would be really, really cool. But as of now, I would say if you're a student, it's really not possible to make this your full-time income. It's really nice just to have some money on the side from YouTube. And I will say, I'm so grateful that YouTube does pay creators. I think that that is amazing. TikTok and Instagram really don't do a good job of that. YouTube is really, really good about paying creators, and I really appreciate that, but it's not gonna be like this consistent form of income, especially when you're just starting out, and especially like when you're trying to get to that $100. It's definitely gonna take a while. It can definitely be easy to get discouraged, because if you're not seeing that income come in right away, or if your videos aren't doing as well as you were hoping they would and you've been putting a lot of time into it, I would just say don't give up. And honestly, if you're doing YouTube, you can't do it just because you want a paycheck or you want to get famous. It really has to be from a place of you love doing it. I started my YouTube channel because I love talking to a camera and I love editing and I love making content for you guys. I think it's so fun, and I want to be able to look back on these videos one day and see how far I've come and all the adventures I've gone through. And it's never for me been about the money or the followers or popularity, but obviously you do hope that that will eventually come. But I would just say be patient and remember why you started this, and hopefully your love of sharing content and making videos outshadows all of that. So a lot of people don't realize when you start a YouTube channel, it's a lot more than just editing the videos. So one thing you have to think about is editing your thumbnails. My thumbnails were so bad. I started with like the basic version of PicMonkey, and I would just use like a little graphic that they already had and like put in my picture and description, and I would do the exact same picture and font like every single video. Tragic. I was like, oh my god, I'm so like consistent, I have a brand. No, it was horrible. My logo was so bad, my banner horrible. So I started with PicMonkey, and then I started Canva. I love Canva. I highly recommend. I have Canva Pro. I highly recommend it. I think it's $12 a month. Totally worth it. I use it for everything. I use it for school. I use it for YouTube. I use it for my own personal branding. I use it for resumes. Literally, I'm obsessed with Canva. 100% get Canva Pro. You will need to have a profile picture. Some people use like their logo. I think it's better just to have a picture of you. I feel like it's more personalized. And then your banner, I used to have like a banner with like my name. I ended up hating that. So I ended up doing like fun little pictures of me, and it's like a very bright like pretty color. Let me see if I can show you guys. So as you can see, I have my little profile picture, and then this is the banner. And I will say the banner is definitely a little bit hard to make because YouTube has different dimensions that you have to fit it into for smartphone, tablet, and computer. You have to make like a version that can be viewable on like all different types of platforms. I think I like looked up the dimensions and figured it out with Canva, but that's definitely a little bit difficult. So I would say making your banner is definitely something you want to do in the very beginning because it is a little bit challenging. Your creativity with your thumbnails will definitely come as you go along. I would say the best way to get creative is to look at other creators' thumbnails and see what you like, take some tips from them, and just be creative, try new things, and don't be afraid to put your own little creative spin into it. I've made videos about college, days in my life. I worked at Disney this summer. That was something like really unique that I was doing, so I made lots of videos about that. Right now I'm making Christmas videos, gift videos. I would say anything that you're doing, anything that you think is unique, anything that you want to share, make a video about it. There's someone that wants to watch that video and there's someone who will really connect with it. So I'd recommend just making a video, even if you think that what you're doing isn't super exciting or entertaining. Someone out there will want to watch the video and be really excited. So now I want to talk about brand deals and what that is. I only started doing brand deals, I want to say this year. I put my email address in my TikTok and my YouTube bio, and I started getting some emails about doing brand deals or PR thing. And so it started where I was doing things with brands where they would send me a product and I would either post about it in a TikTok or a YouTube video. And I started doing that for a while. I did actually start getting really burnt out because after a while of just getting all these products, sometimes products that you just don't really care about, I was saying yes to anything and everything because I thought that that would build my resume and that would build my credibility. But in reality, sorry, my mom's cooking something downstairs. But in reality, I really don't think it really did anything for me. And I got really burnt out and I no longer wanted to make videos promoting products that I just didn't really care about. So I've gotten to a point now where I will only say yes to a product if I'm actually really excited about it. And also at a point you want to be paid for what you're doing. And so some brand deals will offer payment. For me, most of them haven't. And so obviously you're going to be picky about it, how you're spending your time, because a lot of brands will be really particular about what you have to post, when you have to post it. They want 3 pictures posted on your Instagram story and a 1.5 minute long video, and that takes a lot of time. And so after a while of doing a lot of that, you can get really burnt out. So I would say if you want to start out and you want to do some PR and brand deals for free, absolutely do that. It'll help you figure out your style and if you really like doing it. But after a while, it's okay to say no to brand deals. It's okay to get burnt out and realize you really don't like doing sponsorships or promotions. But I will say it's really fun to get products that you're really excited about and trying out new things. It's really cool. But certain times, like, it'll be like an athletic brand wanting to send me like pre-workout, and I'm like, I don't do pre-workout. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. So editing, I literally use iMovie on my computer. I highly recommend. I know some people use like really cool editing software like Premiere Pro and DaVinci Pro or something. I like iMovie. I've always been an iMovie girl. There's so many cool things you can do on the computer version of it. So I definitely just recommend using iMovie. Super easy to use. You can do a lot with it. Add overlays, you can add music, you can add green screen. Like, there's so many cool things you can do with iMovie. I'm an iMovie girl through and through. Something I'm really gonna work on in the new year is being more consistent with my posting. I kind of just do a video when I feel like doing a video or when I have an idea. I don't really plan things out and I don't have a consistent posting schedule. And I've heard recently a lot that it helps you a lot if you're posting on a consistent day each week or days. The reason I haven't done that is just because I'm in college and it's really hard to know when I'm gonna have time to film and edit. And obviously school comes first, but I really think in the new year, I'm gonna start maybe just doing like once a week, maybe every Friday, I'm gonna post a YouTube video and see how that goes. And if I can't do it, or if I need to change the date, I'll give myself grace to do that, but I think it will be really helpful for me to do something like that. Like I said, Lauren Norris is my YouTube inspiration, and I think it's really important to have people on YouTube that you really look up to. I've been watching Lauren Norris, Gracie O'Connor, Emily Nelson for years on end, and I take a lot of what I know from them, and they really inspire me with their content and how they post and how they promote their YouTube videos, and I really look up to them. And I would say definitely having someone that you look up to that's doing exactly what you want to be doing is really cool, because you can learn a lot from them, and sometimes they'll even share like their tips and tricks, and it's just really cool to see them and watch them grow throughout the years. It can definitely be a lot of work. YouTube is something that is kind of different than any other work or job because no one's telling you what to do. There's no deadlines. You don't have to post. You can post as much as you want. You're posting so much and you want to put so much work into this and you're making it your whole life. And that can be one extreme, or you can get to the point where you're like, I just don't feel creative. I'm burnt out. I don't have anything to post, and you're not posting at all. So it's really important to find a good happy medium because you don't want to get burnt out from doing all this work all the time and making it your whole life. But at the same time, you have to be consistent and you have to love doing this. Like I said, it definitely can be discouraging, but if you really love it, then it's worth it. It has been such an incredible experience and I could not recommend doing YouTube enough. If you have any passion for it, just try it. The best way to start is to just do a video and literally be about anything and just see if you like it. It's honestly so cool to tell people that I do YouTube and to be able to share my content with them. And I've had so many people like at college DM me and just say like, hey, I watch your videos. Like, I think that they're super cool. I've had people DM me about the Disney college program and asking me if I'll talk to them about it, or about Bama, or about Rush. And it's so cool to have this community that is online and makes you feel your opinion matters to them, and like you have people that feel like they know you and care about you. It's so cool, and I've absolutely loved the community that YouTube has provided me with. I really feel like YouTube is a platform like no other. Obviously, there's Instagram, TikTok, and all these things, but I feel like YouTube is really the place where creators can find their niche and who they are, and I've definitely discovered that in my time on YouTube. I absolutely want to continue doing this for a very long time. It has become one of my favorite things. I definitely am going to keep working hard and doing YouTube, and I really hope I can continue to learn and grow in the process. If you have any questions about YouTube or this career in general, I'd be happy to answer them. You can comment down below. You can DM me on Instagram. I'm always happy to talk about my experience with YouTube. And like I said, I highly, highly recommend it. I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped you. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I can't wait to make more content for the holiday season. And love you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.